Hello Gunners, it's that time, 6 a.m. UK time, where I gather all the clips and what people are saying about Arsenal and we discuss it and analyse it. We've got, Nwaneri being talked about because when he was 15, he made his debut and everybody was attacking the decision, attacking Arteta, saying he's not ready. So we're going to look back on those clips and obviously everyone's switched up because they've seen his quality. We're also going to look at Arsenal being fined. Yes, you heard that right, for the Wolves game and how they reacted. So again, the PGMOL are confused. They agreed with us that the decision was wrong, but yet again, we still get a massive fine. But before I begin, I have a message from Zinchenko for what you should do if you are watching this video.
Hi, I hope you're well. I just want to say that I've seen the page Arsenalfnatics, which is really good. So don't forget to follow it and take care.
So here we're going to start with Jason Cundy, and this is when Nwaneri made his debut for Brentford, and let's just have a listen into what he said.
Arteta doesn't really care about the boy. Oh, I'm sorry. I think that's a really poor, really poor decision. I do, because it's about Arteta. It's all about Arteta. I have the manager that played the youngest ever player in the Premier League is me. I think that's self-indulgent. And when I saw the kid on the bench, I remember thinking to myself, it's great for him there being on the bench. I was on the bench at 17, right? First time I was on the bench, right?
Yeah.
So I never got on. But I remember being on the bench. So I'm thinking, what a brilliant experience for the kid, right?
Yeah.
And when he's warming up and coming on, I'm thinking, this is ridiculous. This has got nothing to do with the kid. Nothing to do. This is all about Arteta. All about him, self-indulgent. Look what I've done. I've given the youngest ever player his appearance in the Premier League, and I don't think this has got anything to do with anything else other than that. And I think
it is insane. It is insane. Mikel Arteta is being attacked for bringing Nwaneri on. Guys, how long have we had Mikel Arteta as our manager? I think the most frustrating thing for us Arsenal fans has been when Arteta hasn't thrown in these youngsters. I remember in the Champions League last season, we were winning 7-0 when Nwaneri and Skelly were on the bench. Arteta didn't bring them on because he felt it was too early for them. If Arteta thought that this was the moment for Nwaneri to come in when he was 15, it makes sense. He saw the quality. All of the things Arteta has done is building blocks for the likes of Nwaneri and Lewis Skelly. He's not making these decisions irrationally. There's some rationality about it, and seeing how people reacted to it. Us Arsenal fans, we've known about Nwaneri from the academy and how much quality he has. We weren't shocked. Do they really think these managers just manufacture visions and magic in their head that these players must come in because I want to beat a record? If you're ready in that moment and Arteta sees you as ready, then you're going to come into the game. And it is insane, for Jason Cundy here to even attack Arteta for it. But hey, let us just move on to the next thing I'm going to talk about, and it's Gary Neville and talking about Arsenal and the situation and our striker situation at hand.
I have got very little sympathy for Arsenal. They knew at the start of the season that they were short in centre forward. They knew that they might be, if Havertz got injured, that they were in a position where they didn't have the quality up top. So they've known about it. They've also had 2 title races, so they know what it's like. So this is not an inexperienced team anymore. It's not an inexperienced manager, and it's not an inexperienced situation for them to be in. So I always say that ultimately, did you know that this could have happened before the start of the season? Yeah. Could it have been foreseen? Yes, it could. We knew that Arsenal lacked goals up top and a top centre forward. I'm not saying they should have gone desperately buy one, but they knew in the January transfer window that there was an issue there. Again, couldn't get any business done. So this could have always happened. It has happened.
Okay. Goodness, correct me if I'm wrong. Has anybody asked for sympathy from Gary Neville? Has Mikel Arteta asked? Has the Arsenal fans asked? No. We're just getting on with our business. So this idea that we're asking for sympathy, that we need pundits to back us because we've got injuries. No one wanted that, Like another example here of things being manufactured in these pundits' head. Because I don't see any Arsenal people saying you must give us sympathy. In fact, I've got a quote here from Mikel Arteta. After our win against Brentford, when asked about the injuries, we said, we don't feel sorry for ourselves. We face it, go for it. Even after the game against Leicester, he said, we can't feel sorry and have sympathy for ourselves. We have to keep on going. This is Arteta's mentality throughout. Even after the window closed, he was like, I love my players and we're going to go for it with this group of players. Yes, I agree. not signing a striker, it was a massive, massive mistake. But this idea that Arteta, the hierarchy, the people around Arsenal are asking for sympathy, it is so, so far-fetched. It really, really is. I don't get where these pundits have got that from. But hey, this is Arsenal, you know. People like to have their viewpoints on us and manufacture things. And of course, now we go on to this. Arsenal fined £65,000 by FA in relation to match against Wolves. £65,000 fine. How many times this season have we seen opposition teams jump onto the referee, attack the referee, and nothing happened? You know, I get that, okay, nothing can happen. But the fact you agreed that we were right to react in that way to the Lewis Scarry red card, then you decide, okay, we're going to still fine you even though you're correct for the way we were upset. It just shows confusion in the PGMO. It really shows confusion. And I hate to be that guy because I know the refereeing job is stressful, you know, but when you get given an opportunity to make right, to show that you accept you got it wrong, you still find a way to come out as heroes here by saying, you know, the pressure from the Arsenal players was wrong. You can't do that. You can't be inconsistent. You're either wrong or you're either right. Football, it's a massive, massive, massive thing. You know, there's a lot of money going into this sport. There's a lot of people's, you know, lives are at stake here. Arteta, you know, although we see him as a manager here, him getting sacked, you know, he can't go about his life without this job. And if small decisions like this, you know, by the referees getting these wrong, ultimately lead to sackings, to players leaving and all of this stuff, it's a joke. It should not be the case, and the PGMO need to do way better. They really, really do.
Super talent.
Now, again, I found another quote regarding Nwaneri here. And let's see what is said about it. And again, everyone was so salty seeing Nwaneri make his debut at 15. They really were.
He's obviously doing well in training and impressing everybody, but surely they've got other 18, 19, 20-year-olds who are probably further ahead in their development who could have gone on the bench. I think it's probably trying to keep a young superstar happy a little bit, which is what managers do. I get that. But I would be more concerned with sometimes what that can do, because you can elevate a 15, 16, and 17-year-old even at times to a position that becomes very difficult for them to cope with mentally, because they're already becoming a superstar. I'd imagine his Insta went up by about 300,000 in a day and things like this now. And people might laugh at this and think, I'll stop being cynical and sceptical. Very few players at 17, never mind 15, burst onto the Premier League scene and do what Rooney and Michael Owen did.
Again, there's a common theme in this video. Pundits manufacturing stuff. Did anybody say when Nwaneri came on, he's going to be Michael Owen or Wayne Rooney? No one said it. I do not know where he got this from. And this idea that mentally he may not be ready, yes, that's a fair point. But again, I go back to it. Mikel Arteta sees Nwaneri every day when he was 15. Mikel Arteta has Per Mertesacker. He has around 10 people in and around him making decisions with him. You really think if they didn't think Nwaneri had the mental profile to deal with playing for Arsenal, they would have put him in? Everyone becomes psychologists, doctors, analysts, referees, you know, all of these jobs. People get them when it comes to analysing Arsenal. They suddenly have the knowledge and know what they're talking about. And it's simply not the case. It simply isn't. And it really is funny sometimes looking in as an Arsenal fan and seeing how pundits can change narratives and make things seem what they're not. Anyway, to end off this video, we've got the classic George Graham quote. It is fine that people hate us. It's a part of our history. We must embrace it, Gunners. Keep on going onwards. Yes, the title isn't in our hands, but hey, let's keep chugging along, keep trying, keep supporting the boys. That is all we need to do. But before I actually do end the video, I have a question for you guys. If you would like me to react to the way you reacted to games, Arsenal games, especially ones which are very tight, please do send me a message on this Instagram account. Send in a video with your face, that would be even better, talking about the game and your opinions, and I'll put you into the video. I feel like it would be nice to connect with some of you, react to some of you, and when you watch my videos, you may even see yourself. But until next time, Gunners, peace.